I'm gonna do like a Loba style video today where I'm just gonna be playing through and kind of show you guys how I do things. Just because historically, a lot of the Get Good sessions was kind of me explaining some theory, showing you guys some math, and then showing you how to do things isolated, like how to train this specific thing or this specific thing. But I think earlier in the week, I think it was Guanta Bean, asked how to do shield, but in the context of an already trained fighter. And so I'll show you guys my process. Little spoiler, it's not as kind of clean as you might think. It probably is very similar to what the process that a lot of you guys go through. But nonetheless, I'll show you the process. Before I get into it, just want to show you, I've kind of trained this AI. Its recovery is kind of shit at certain points, but it kind of can like attack the opponent, follow the opponent. It follows the opponent a bit too much off stage, but it kind of knows how to battle, um, kind of knows how to recover. So this is kind of the starting point we're going to be working with. Um, and yeah, we're going to teach it basically how to shield effectively. So I'll show you how I approach it. I don't know if this is the optimal way. It's simply how I do it. Um, and then in the process, if we notice anything like really bad about our AI, we'll fix that along the way as well. But the main focus here is going to be on shielding. Um, Now, before I do that, I always like just checking out where my AI is at, just in simulation. I always start with the GUI because um, if you can't beat the GUI, then you certainly have some work to do. Um, so I'll just hop into this stage over here and just kind of see where the AI is at right now. I should have put on a little bit of sound as well, but it's fine. Okay, I kind of got lucky there with the electric. That it has a hitbox at the back of it. That was a nice recovery. That was nice. Okay, so it can recover. It can hit it with the special. Um, it's a little adventurous off stage, but hopefully it doesn't end up killing itself, which I think it probably will. But you notice it doesn't do any shield. I purposely made it that way so that there was like a very low probability of shield. Oh, very nice recovery. Um, just to show you guys if starting from a point where it can fight, but there's zero probability of shield, I'll show you guys how to use it. Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. Took the first stock. This is a 65 weight, by the way. My preference is to use lighter fighters. I just like them more. Um, I forgot what Wei's weight is. I think it's around like an 80. I wonder if I can three stock him. Okay, so that's a little bit of a weakness. It should be following the opponent there, not just standing still. Oh, that was so lucky. It did a perfect shield. That wasn't supposed to happen. Hopefully when we train shield, it'll happen a lot more than just by luck. Good. Good. Very nice kill. Um, okay, it should follow the opponent better in that situation, but if we have time at the end, we can improve on that. It should have faced the opponent there, so that was another weakness. So what I do when I watch this simulation is I pay. Oh fuck! Sorry for my language. Oh, it was so close, but it tried attacking it when it should have just tried doing like a ledge grab. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm looking for all these weaknesses and I'm keeping track of them in my head. Um, and so for me to like target later on. Okay. Overall, though, this was a good session. The AI knows how to fight. Next time around, um, I would do some stuff to improve it. Uh, but let's focus on just the shield for now. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to train shield, right? So I'll hop into training over here, and my method for training shields might sound a little bit weird, but just bear with me, okay? So what I like doing, um, I like putting the opponent in the middle. Now, this is not scientifically proven, it's just how I like doing it. Um, and then what I do is I turn on data recording and then I just hold shield and I let it go down for a while and then I let go, turn it off. And then I get closer to the opponent and I do it again. Okay, and then I let it go down a bit, let go, turn it off. And I switch to the other side and I make the opponent face me. Um, The reason for that is because I prefer to do shield when the opponent is facing me, not when it's facing away from me. Because when it's facing away, it's in a vulnerable position. When it's facing towards me, I'm in a vulnerable position. Okay, so again, turn data collection on and hold shield. Let it go down, and then get closer, and then do it once more. Now, the reason why I'm holding it, obviously, is because we want to train our AI such that when it starts shield and it's in the shield state to continue doing shield. We've talked about this before, but just want to nail this point home. So that's why we continue to hold it, to basically tell it that when I'm in this state, increase the probability of shield again. Now, all I did so far was shield, and of course it's going to increase the probability of shield if I just end training here. But what I also like doing when I'm training shield is mixing in some attacks so that it knows not to basically assign 100% probability to shield. Because what we want is we want an increase in the probability of shield, but we want the biggest increase in probability to be the conditional probability, right? So for example, I'm not going to record now, but if I went up to the opponent and I started attacking, right? When I'm in these states, I'm not doing shield, right? So that shouldn't actually affect the conditional probability, right? But when I'm in the shield state, that is the only state well, there's two states. Idle and shield state are the only two states in which you are continuing to do shield, right? But we never did shield from punch straight to shield, right? So it's not going to learn that conditional probability. I hope that makes sense. So now what I like doing, like I mentioned, is I like mixing it up. I like attacking the dummy, throwing in a few combos in here, just so it mixes it up, so it's not just learning shield, it's also learning this other stuff, right? I like attacking from both sides. And if you notice my training, what I do is I make sure to attack it from all angles, just so it still maintains that. That was bad. Just so it still kind of maintains that spatial awareness, that when I'm to the left of the opponent, I attack it going right. If I'm on the right of the opponent, I attack it going left. If I'm on top of it, I go down, and if I'm below it, then I do this, right? So I still want to teach it that kind of spatial awareness. So we can end training over here. We collected 273 data points. Hop into training config, and immediately I go into advanced config. And there are just a few things that we want to train. The most important thing that we want to train is your action, okay? Because that is going to train the conditional probability of when I'm in this state, I want you to do this action, okay? I don't care about opponent action for now because we didn't focus on that. It was just the dummy. And then I care about direction, distance to opponent, and angle to opponent for all the attacking stuff. Because remember, we still want to train some of the attacking stuff. But I wanted to mix in the shield, okay? Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do what JPEG actually recommended. This is actually a good strategy of increasing lambda all the way up and bumping up some epochs. And I want to see what the AI is able to learn. Obviously, as you see, the probability of shield is going up. That's not the primary thing we're focused on right now. I'll show you the primary thing afterwards. So you're focused on the fact that when you click shield, there's a big increase in probability, because this is what's going to dictate whether it's going to hold shield or not. When it's in the shield state, you want it to continue holding shield. And it looks like it's able to do that pretty well, which is good. Now if I remove shield, obviously this should decrease, which is good. So it's primarily attacking with a decent probability of doing shield as well. Okay. Now I want to make sure that the recovery isn't messed up. Recovery seems to still be pretty good. It's pretty rough on this side, but if it goes up, yeah, over here it's a huge weakness. Huge weakness. So what we'll do is we'll save it as it is, and we'll focus on this recovery right now, just to solidify it, and try not to remove some of the shield stuff that happened. So I'll just hop into here. I'm always training on this map, by the way, because yeah, I don't want to also deal with generalization right now. I just want to focus on teaching you guys one thing at a time. So I'll go near the end, and then I'll do a few recoveries. That should be sufficient. Again, I'm gonna bump up action lambda for sure, bump up direction lambda. I'm gonna bump up pretty high, because in all other states I want it to keep the same direction, but in those states I just showed it, I want it to only learn what I showed it. Okay, now let's see what happens here. So everything else looks pretty good. Make sure on this side it's still good, perfect. But on this side it has learned to recover. Cool. Also, I think a lot of people don't know that. What I just did is that every time they train recovery, they always train on both sides. That's certainly important when you're starting, but when you have a solid recovery on this side, you don't need to keep doing that actually, because if you increase lambda will actually maintain what it learned in these states. I probably should have mentioned that before, in case anyone wastes time collecting data that they don't have to. Okay, so I will do a quick save over here. It looks like recovery looks better. Once I'm here, shield is looking good. Once I click shield, it's increasing. Okay, this is what we want. Let's see how it performs and see if we're seeing a little more shield in simulation. So again, I'll do it against the Gwei, and we'll hop into here. Okay, let's see what's going on, guys. So my guy still attacks. Good. Looking for a shield, hopefully whips it out. Oh, perfect, did a perfect shield there. Good, he's whipping out the shield a lot more. Maybe too much, but that doesn't matter. The most important thing is we want to teach it the conditional probability for it to like hold shield for a few seconds. After that, we can start refining it and teaching it where to use shield. Okay, that was very bad recovery, but that's fine. I just care about shield for now. Okay, that's good. That's good edge guarding. Okay, it's doing shield a bit more. If Wei just attacked me, it would have looked cooler. Okay, good. Good, that was really good edge guarding. Good, it did another perfect shield. Alright, we're getting somewhere. It's interesting because even though shield is being done almost, it seems like at random positions, it still seems to be beneficial actually, because a few times it caught it and stunned the opponent. And if, like, oh, that was horrible. That was such a bad chase down. We'll work on that. Work on that as well. But primarily we're going to be focused on shield. Okay. Okay, so obviously this AI is not good at recovery in those situations. We can certainly train that. Um, yeah, why don't we train that right now? Actually, just to... So here, very bad situation to be in. We wanted to go here. Um, and also there's a position here where... Aha! Okay, that's what it was. Okay, oftentimes, guys, when you're looking at like the AI inspector, um, I see a lot of people like, oh, like my AI, like it looks like it's going in this position. But if you do sort of another action, you'll notice that when it's in this state, it actually decides to go off on its own, you know, and do like its own thing. Um, so we're gonna train this now before we continue with the shield because. Um, yeah, there's no point in continuing with the shield if during simulation it just keeps dying, right? Okay, let's do that real quick. Um, I always like putting the opponent in a neutral position in the center when I'm training specific stuff. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go off stage and then I'm gonna like kind of like punch to get in that state, and then I'm gonna start recovering from there. Okay, so when I'm here, I didn't really like that. I'm gonna restart. That was pretty janky. Okay, so again, I'm gonna punch. So right now I'm just practicing what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna punch and then recover. So when I'm down here, punch. Just getting a... What I often do is I get a feel for the controls because I don't really get it first time. And then once I feel comfortable, then I start recording. Told you guys, you're getting the full experience of me struggling through stuff as well. I want to do that once more. Man, from that bottom corner, it's super tough. Maybe if I start... Okay, maybe I won't go all the way down because it's a little too tough because this move has like end lag, and if you do it close to the bottom, you aren't able to do the next move in time. So I'll start, do it, and then I turned on data collection and I start recovering. So I think I just need one instance that should be sufficient. I'm gonna bump these bad boys all the way up. Turn learning rate down. And let's see what happens. Of course, it shouldn't change what you do in the other states. This changed it here. I'll get back to that in a second. Okay, so it kind of helped here where it's going more up, but that's not what I want. So we're gonna hop back into training. Again, there's no shame in hopping back into training. What I'll do is I'll go down here. Okay, so I think I have a plan. So it looks like it was just when I held the punch that it was like didn't really know what to do. So what I'm gonna do is from the bottom, I'm gonna start it off with the uppercut. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do that a few times. Okay, and then I'll start from the... I know I said we don't need to from the other side, but I did notice that it was getting a little messed up on the other side. Hop back into config and let's see what this does. Certainly want the lambdas dialed all the way up. Okay. I always double check to make sure everything's good on platform. It looks like nothing has changed on platform. Yeah, everything's good. And then here, this looks like it's still good to go. here, this looks like it's still good. Huh. I mean, it's improving a little bit, but we need to get this improving more. Okay. We're gonna dial up epochs, turn down direction lambda a little. Turn down batch size. And let's see if this helps. It's helping. It's moving more and more. It's certainly helping a little bit. Okay, I might have to get more aggressive with this. I might have to reduce direction lambda by a lot more. Now I'm gonna end it early. I can tell it's not fast enough. Okay. I'm reducing direction lambda a lot, bumping up learning rate, and yeah, now it's moving. Now we're talking, guys. Okay, my fear is that wait, why is this thing not flipping around? My fear is that it destroyed what it did in other states. Actually, it's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Certainly better than going the wrong direction. Okay, so I'll quick save this. It's not optimal. Not optimal by any means, but we'll quick save it. Okay, so it looks like recovery got a little better, and of course, this is a process of us refining over time and time and time, and eventually you get a really solid AI. But I want to hop back into training, and I want to train the shield a little more. Basically what I want is I want the conditional probability when I do shield to be almost 100%, like literally 99%. So, I'm gonna hop back in here. Literally gonna do the exact same thing. This might seem boring, but I like it. Okay, and then I start just training some attacks. I think that's sufficient. Okay, hop into training config. I'm gonna put this because there was one instance where I went off stage and I needed to recover. Again, always put your action if you're trying to train conditional probability of an action given your previous action. Direction, distance to opponent, and angle to opponent. So the classics, I'm gonna dial up lambdas all the way. And we're just going to do the same process. Train the model. And let's see what happens. So the only thing I care about right now is this conditional probability. And it did not, it barely changed. I want to see if at least attacking got better. If attacking got better, then I can save that. Actually, attacking did get better, so I might still save it. By the way, when I say attacking got better, for example, here you see that before there was a higher probability of moving up, but now it's just left, right? Here, there was a big probability moving up, now it's just left and down, right? there's a potential prevent it from killing itself. Yeah, it looks like attacking got a lot better, so I'll quick save that. I'm also gonna finalize it just so we can return to the checkpoint if we need to, because I think we're in a pretty good spot. Okay, so now I'm hopping back in here. We are gonna train the conditional probability of shield. We need to nail this. This is all I'm gonna do actually for this one. I'm gonna go against what I just said, but I just want to test something out. I'm only doing your action. That's the only thing I'm doing, okay? Of course, lambda is all the way up because I don't want to forget what I just showed it. And I actually just want to try training it like this without any data cleaning. See how much it messes up the model. We're increasing the probabilities, alright. I don't want it to completely screw up attacks. It's increasing the probabilities a lot. Okay, let me try with removing sparsity. Let's see. Oh yeah, that pumps it up a lot more. Oh yeah, look at that. That is what I'm talking about. Okay, and it kind of increased probability of shield in a lot of places that we might not want, but off stage looks perfect. Like that hasn't changed. You know what? I'm happy with this. And then we click shield and yeah, I'm happy with this. I want my guy to be a shield. He's a speed demon now. I want him to be a shield demon. Okay. Let's see how it looks against the Gwei. I want total domination over here. Okay, I want to see some. Okay. Spun up. Okay. Able to use shield. Not effectively yet, but we're doing it. There you go. Okay, let's go. Nice. Beautiful. That was not good. That was bad. Okay, we will try and figure out what that weakness was. It was on the left side of the stage for some reason. I think we can still win. Beautiful. Oh, that was a beautiful kill, but he chased too much. Okay. Yeah, my guy's too aggressive off stage. Cool. Okay, cool. Guys just running around over here. Nice, nice. Come on, do electric special. Beautiful. Okay, that was very nice actually. Oh. Oh, it's on the left side of the stage. I don't know what's going on. Okay, we will fix that right now. But we're able to use shield, and it blocked a few attacks, which is an awesome start. Needs a lot of refinement, but we're getting there. You know what they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. Okay, so here, it kind of goes up. We need to fix this. It needs to go to the right. And, oh, when it punched... Oh, look at this disaster. We've tried fixing it on the other side, but here it's a mess too. You know what it is? This is very tricky because the raycasts aren't intersecting with anything, so it doesn't know which side of the stage it's on. But if it goes up, then it eventually kind of figures out that it's on this side of the stage. Okay, I got it. I got an idea, guys. I got an idea. All right, bear with me. So we're gonna hop into training. I'm using this stage the whole time. Okay, so I want to put myself in situations where the rays potentially won't intersect, and I'm just gonna be... Oh, fuck, that was really bad. I moved in the opposite direction. Okay, I'm gonna restart. So what I'm doing is I'm going top left all the way to the bottom left, teaching it how to recover from all these situations. Okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, okay? And before anyone says, but Brandon, I thought I only need to do one side now because of Lambda. Yes, that is correct, but I'm gonna show you guys something. Okay, go into training config. So we're gonna do this as usual. We're gonna dial up the lambdas. And we're gonna do one more thing. We're gonna do your positioning. So if I go into our tutorial over here and I look into your positioning, this tells us where we are on the entire map. So in the cases where the rays don't actually intersect anything, it will now have the information that the X position is negative here and it's positive here. So I'm hoping that by feeding in this additional information, we're able to still, even if no rays intersect, we're able to still know where we are on the map. Okay, now let's do some training. Okay, all right, moving to the right, okay. All right, so no rays are intersecting, it's still moving to the right. Will that happen? Guys, this is what I'm talking about. You see that? No rays are intersecting and it's moving to the left here. No rays are intersecting, it's moving to the right. Let's go. Okay, now, this is the big test. Someone's clapping. So, conditional probability of when you're punching. So, this needs to move a little more over here, but it's starting to move. It's starting to move. Here, it's looking good. If I'm moving in the opposite direction, still looking good. If I'm moving in the opposite direction. Alright guys, it's not perfect, but it's getting there, right? We see the probability start moving. Let's see if we can push it a little more. I'm gonna dial learning rate down and epochs up. When you dial learning rate down, you get a more fine-tuned learning, right? It's able to learn more granular things. It's slightly slower, but it's able to learn more granular things. Alright, I'm gonna have to dial direction lambda down a little, just to allow it to learn a little faster. Use with caution. It was getting more. Nah, you know what, guys? We're gonna have to do it. We're gonna dial batch size down as well. And I'm gonna dial direction lambda a little lower. Batch size down, of course, because that gives you more training examples. Alright, now we're talking, It's doing the flip kick to the proper side. Okay, now we're talking, guys. Look at this. Here it goes to the higher probability of going towards the right. Of course, here this is looking good. This is looking good. Not gonna lie, guys. We're getting there. We're getting better. Look at this. Look at this. No intersections. My guy knows where to go. I feel like a proud dad. And then on the platform. Ooh. Lowered the probability of going up here because I lowered the direction lambda. But we're good. We're good. We're good. As long as it's not too disruptive, I'm fine with it. And it goes to the right here. You know what? I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna save this. And we're hopping back into simulation over here. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Didn't die on the left side. Come on, when I'm on the ground, I want to see some shields. Oh, he whipped it out. He's whipping it out, but he's not holding it for long enough. Because I can hear the sound effect of the shield starting. Oh, there you go. Oh, nice. He's listening to me. He's proving me wrong. Okay. Come on. Oh, my guy recovered. Let's go. That would have been an instant kill last game. Okay, no! Oh, man. He was so close. It's okay. It's okay, my little guy. I will train you better next time. Okay, look at that recovery, guys. Look at that. Baited. Baited the Gwei. Come on, buddy. Oh, look at perfect shield. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. No, we got this. We got this. Come on, let's go. Oh, almost hit him with that special. Look at that. Beautiful. Shield to... Okay, we're good. We're good. Come on, buddy. Do an electric special. Okay, look at that. Look at that. Look at that shield into hit. Guys, we're not joking around over here. Look at that. Oh. No, why does it want to chase him? Oh, God. Okay, don't worry. Tied up 1-1. If it wasn't for those auto kills, we'd have this in the bag. Oh my God, he's making me so nervous by going off the stage like that. I need to train recovery way better. Oh, perfect shield. Let's go. Oh, we got this. Look at this. 5 seconds left. No! No! Okay, so if it wasn't for him killing himself, we would have won. Okay. Gonna return home. We're gonna do 2 more things. One is we're gonna train a better recovery. Actually, should I prioritize better recovery or better shield timing? Let me do recovery very quick. Oh no, I think my thing lost context. Okay, so it's like right here. He like hits the bottom and he keeps freaking dying. So we're gonna do what I showed you guys before. Just gonna do this real quick. So we're just gonna train that really quick because I'm tired of my guy dying in the same position. Okay. I feel bad for the guy. He does so well, and then just dies. I think that's good. I go through all the emotions when I'm watching my guy. Okay. This is not good. This is looking better, but it's not good. Is it because I need the conditional probability, eh? Uh-huh. So for the conditional probability, then it goes the proper direction. But only with that, that's weird. Am I doing something like interesting? Sorry guys, I'm just like talking to myself. But basically, it seems like when I'm going on across one side, I'm always doing like this action, so it knows to do this action. But on this side, I'm not doing that action, and instead of doing the uppercut to this side, so then it knows to go to that side. This is not good. We need to mix it up. I don't think I have enough time to really practice mixing it up while also showing you guys shielding correctly. You know what? I might save this one for the next session where we can really refine this. I'll just keep this model as is, and then we'll work on refining it next week. But let's work on the shield this time around. Specifically, I want to see if we're able to shield at the right time against this. So, for example, this should have a big increase in probability. That's what we're going to train right now, is increase in probability when we see a projectile, right? I want to see some really nice, perfect shields against the projectile. Okay. So, we're going to... You guys already know how to train this, so I'm just going to be implementing it. And again, I just want to make sure you guys get it. So the most important thing that I started off with was just training it to use the shield in general, right? Specifically, all I care about is the conditional probability of when I'm in shield, continue to do shield. That's the most important thing. And now that it kind of knows how to do that, now I can show it the specific times to actually do shield. Okay, so I'm gonna just record it doing the water special. Actually, yeah, I'll just record it. I just press the special so that whenever it powers up, it's ready to go. And I'm gonna just record. Boom! You guys see that? You guys see that timing? Yo, I don't think you guys are ready for this. Okay. So I'm going to switch them on the other side. And I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to record it doing the special. I didn't do the perfect shield that time. I was close though, you got to admit. But that's fine. That's fine. I'll just end it here. I just wanted to show it just to do the shield. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do projectile distance and projectile on target. We could throw in the element as well, so it's just against water, but I'm indifferent. Like I'm happy with it doing it against all projectiles the same way. So I'm gonna dial up the lambdas, and let's see what our guy does. Always make sure off stage is the same, recovery is the same. Most attacks are the same. Of course, it increases the probability of shield because that's the only thing I showed it. If you don't want it to purely increase it in all situations, you want to show it a diverse set of things. Cool. Most important thing we're training right now is when this intersects, this is from the opponent, and then when it's aimed at us, look at that. When it's aimed at us, the probability increases. And look at that, guys. Guys, you guys seeing this? Look at this. Look at this huge increase in probability when it detects a projectile. And when it gets closer, probability increases. Look at that. I think our guy's gonna do a perfect shield. Let's quick save this bad boy. Okay. I know we're nowhere near ready for Guppy, but I'm gonna do it anyway, just because Guppy does the water special. All right, guys, let's do this. You ready to suicide like 3 times in a row again? I don't care. I just care about the shield. All right, let's get it. Oh, I forgot that Guppy knows how to shield stare down. I forgot that Guppy knows how to grab me when I'm doing shield. Damn, Guppy did perfect shield on me twice. Oh, let's get it. Let's get it. Okay. Look. Yo, look at that. Look at that shield. That's what I'm talking about. But what we came for is the shield against a projectile. Alright, our guy's not suiciding, which is good. Guppy's still smoking us. Just wait until he does a projectile when we're on the ground. He's not ready. Look at that! Oh, perfect shield! Oh, I should have attacked. He does shield a little too much. Look at that! Oh, beautiful. Guys. Look at that! Look at that! We're talking now. This is the battle of the shields. Oh, I stunned him. That was a VFX glitch. We'll fix that. Come on. Yo, Guppy's not ready. I am Guppy. Alright, let's get... Oh, damn it, I wasn't on the ground. Nice, nice. Oh, damn it. Good job, Guppy. Look at that, look at that. It's really... Ah, damn it. He needs to do that when we're on the ground. I don't think he does, though. I think he just waits until we're either in the air or in a vulnerable state. So maybe Guppy's not a good one to do it against. Oh, you know how to test this? Oh, I'm so silly. I'll show you guys right after this. I still want to see if we're able to do it against the Guppy. Okay, I need to teach him also, when the opponent shields, we need to grab. That's what we need to teach our guy. Oh, we didn't suicide. Let's go. Okay, we're about to get smoked over here. It's okay. I'm happy with how he's using shield. It's coming together. One final test, actually. I just realized we can simulate against our own AI. I wish I can... Damn it! I wish I can select the water special, but you know what? Let's see if my guy can do it against the electric special. That would be impressive. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna power up. I'll just run away from him for now, and I want to see if he can do the shield against the electric special. If he can, guys, I'll be so happy. No, man, he's like wasting his shield. All right, come on, come on. Oh, look at that! My guy shielded. All right, we're gonna try it a few more times. Okay, I need to put him across from me. Get out of here. All right. It's not sufficient though. I want to see a perfect shield. I don't want him to be holding it up. Buddy, relax. Okay, come on. Ah, he didn't shield. Not everyone's perfect. Not everyone's as perfect as Tom Super. Okay, let's get it. Take the shield off, man. All right, let's see. Ah, he let go of it. All right, we still have work to do, but he protects against some of them. I'm gonna try one more. I want him to be like mid attack and then no. Oh, damn. Shield's too much, this guy. Oh, that was nice. Okay, let's get it. Nah, he needs more work. He needs more work in the lab. Oh, you know what? That perfect shield's good. I just need to teach him, once he does a perfect shield, to immediately attack the opponent. Okay, let's see. Come down here. Come down here. Ah, damn it. I almost... Okay, I'm gonna try once more. Let go. Ah, damn it. Alright, well, it seems like he's able to do shield quite often. Half the time it kind of catches the projectile. I wasn't able to time it in a way where he wasn't doing shield so that I can specifically see if he's able to perfect shield, because he literally does shield all the time. So definitely need to tone that bad boy down. So the key now, maybe we'll touch upon this next week, the key now is to maintain the conditional probability of using shield, but only increase the probability of using shield in certain states, right? And that's what we tried doing with the projectiles, and obviously we saw that the probability increased, but next it's basically just refining when to do the shield. So yeah, this is kind of my process, guys. I kind of teach it to do a move of what I want to do in a certain situation, and then I start refining that situation more. And this specific situation was like, when you start doing shield, continue to hold it, and obviously you saw that it was doing that. Next, it's in these specific situations, I want you to start doing shield. So I was talking a lot, I was playing a lot, talking to myself a lot. Let me know if anyone has any questions.
Yeah, couple question. Could we turn down the background music, like slightly down?
Yeah, let me go home.
Tiny bit.
I will turn it down.
Yeah, that's good. So let's go. D-Chunk say that what happened to an AI deploy shield during recovery back to stage? So kind of like mid-air position.
Oh, nothing happens. Yeah, it's nothing. So like if you're in the air, the shield button does nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah. It's as if you just press nothing.
Just press nothing. So he brought up another question, or does the recovery back to the stage move being stored in as combo in most cases?
Sorry? Does the recovery back to stage get stored as combo?
Yeah, I think what he meant is like, are those being done like how do I say it? Like usually, if you train your AIs like separate location, right? At the furthest part, you did a big jump, like maybe a flip kick, and this section you do an uppercut, right?
Yeah.
So they kind of learning this separately. But say sometime you train it as a conditional thing, you do flip kick into uppercut into it. I guess for him, it just say that like in your viewpoint, is there a different like method to approach this?
Yeah, no, definitely I recommend training as a combo. The reason for this is because you only have certain amount of moves available to you when you're recovering. So for example, if you use the uppercut while in the air, you can't use it again, right? So if you have a very high probability of doing uppercut in the air, and after you do it, you still do it because you didn't train the conditional probability, you're gonna just die. right? And that's happened to my AIs like so many times because I didn't train the combos. But what you want to train is that once you do that, now the conditional probability shift. It's either high probability to jump or high probability to up plus special to do the flip kick, right? Because yeah, if you don't, then you'll just fall to your ground. And similarly, if you jump, then you want to change the probabilities. You want the probability of jump to go down after you do it once, and you want to increase the probability of the other recovery options. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. And right now we don't have an explicit, like, that's just for my supplement question to this. Right now we don't have explicit counter for the aerial movement for the hyperparameters, but does the AI recognize that, like, within part of the data?
Oh man, that's an excellent question. The answer is no, but follow up, we should we should add that. So I will make note of that. There's a few other features that I want to add, and I think that's a great one to add.
Awesome, awesome. Let's see. Yeah, and I think like him and Yummy Rose discussing. I think you mentioned that when an AI deploy the shield mid-air, right? It does nothing.
Hmm.
But does it mess up with the conditional probability of the combo?
Oh, yes it does. Yes it does. That is a great point because if I go here, put my AI in the air, um, and for example, so when it's just in the air, it's in this jump fall state. And you don't do any actions in the jump fall. If you click shield, it actually doesn't change that. So it's still in the jump fall state. So what that means, um, is well, it only messes up the probability if you don't press something else in time. So for example, if you're in this state right here, this uppercut aerial state over here, and you press shield, right? But it won't register as shield. You just press it and you're still in this state, then it doesn't mess up the probability. But if you press shield enough times and you're no longer in this uppercut aerial state and you have transitioned back to jump fall, then it starts to mess up the probabilities. And now the conditional probability is what do you do when you're in the jump fall state? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I see, I see. Yep. So for most part, it shouldn't be that much of a deal. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. And what's interesting is your question about like the counters. I feel like probably if you introduce the counters, then the conditional probabilities aren't as important for recovering. I mean, they're still important for like combos and everything like that, but for recovering, it might not be as important, right? Because the purpose of using the conditional probabilities is kind of to know that you've just done something and do something else now, you know?
Yes. Okay. So sounds good. So the members are discussing some balancing idea for the shield and like stun, but that would be a different discussion. Mando
Sounds good.
brought, yeah, Mando brought up that he saw you adjusting the batch size setting today for the first time in a few sessions. So under what condition would you say it's appropriate to change the batch size rather than starting a new training session?
Yeah, so the reason I changed the batch size is just to increase the amount of iterations that we do gradient descent. Gradient descent is the way in which we update the neural network. Um, and if basically, so for example, let's say we have like, I don't know, like 10 epochs we're iterating through, and our data size is like 50, and our batch size is 50, we just do 10 updates, right? But if our batch size is 25, now to do one epoch, we have to go through the whole data set. So now we do 2 updates per epoch. So whenever I notice that when I'm doing the update and it's not moving enough, right? I figure in my head, I'll be like, okay, I need to do more updates than what was previously just doing. So for example, even if I max out epochs and I'm still like, that's not enough, that's when I start decreasing batch size. Because I'm like, okay, I still need to pump more juice out. I need more iterations of gradient descent. That's kind of when I choose to do it.
I see. So it's like a second lever, uh, or epoch and learning rate, but it's
Yes.
more like a hyper focused overfitting potentially to a certain data set. So
Um,
it's use situation though.
kind of. Actually, lowering batch size helps reduce overfitting. Actually, because of the fact that you're you're taking smaller samples of the overall data set. Um, so like in the extreme where you just like you can imagine where you just take one data point per data set and you do one update per data point. That's called stochastic gradient descent. And the stochastic part is like because you're randomly sampling the data points, right? And if you imagine um, that you have one data point on the left side, one data point on the right side, um, if you train both data
Oh,
points at the same time, right, that's more prone to overfitting because you're just fitting um, the entire data set at once. But if you randomly sample either the left point or the right point, it'll move one in one direction, then the next time in the other direction. And if you guys remember the talk I put about um, like local minimas, and you have this lost surface and you get stuck in these local minimas. Um, when you do something like stochastic gradient descent, it helps you actually by moving in random directions. It helps you kind of move out of those local minimas. Anyway, I'm talking a little more theory than I wanted today, but yeah, lower batch sizes could actually help with preventing overfitting.
got it, got it. So that would be all the questions for the members. Thanks a bunch.
All right, no problem, guys, no problem. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly have fun doing this stuff and watching my guy. Um, yeah, maybe eventually actually, if Loba is able to beat the Guppy, he has to face this guy over here. And we'll see who trains it better. I'm coming
Ooh,
for you,
game's on.
man. I'm coming for you.
uh, Finesse Puppy just pinged me. Oh, he's asking what combo do this recovery from down below. I guess well, there's many combo you can use, right? But like maybe just for the one that you demonstrated.
From down here.
Yeah.
Oh, the the classic one I use is jump, uppercut, and flip kick. Like, um, I can just hop back in to show really quickly.
Jump, uppercut, and flip kick.
So I do this, and then that. It gives you a
Yep.
lot of space, right? So even if
Mm-hmm.
you're like down here, you can still recover, right?
Yep.
One,
But
two,
Finesse Puppy, like just side information. There's a bunch of way you can string this up. You don't have to converge into copying just what Guppy doing here. That's not gonna,
Oh
move the
yeah,
game forward, so to
absolutely. I,
say. Yeah.
I I wouldn't recommend that. And by the way, like the order I do things is, you can change that too, right? You can do flip kick, uppercut, jump, flip kick, jump, uppercut. Like you can change it up. And please, dude, yeah, don't feel the need to copy exactly what I do. Do your own thing. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, he's saying that to go around below. That we covered in the previous get good with Guppy session episode 7. So please go back to the previous episode, and we have
Yes.
it well covered there.
Yeah, that one. I might do it again next week. Should I
Mm.
not train this model anymore and just like improve on it next week with whatever people want me to work on? I don't know.
Mm,
Or
I
should
feel like it could be a continuous effort endeavor. Afterward, you maybe we can pitch it to Lober's AI because Lober's only training on stream. Maybe we should do something similar, like a parallel a challenge.
maybe. Um, okay, cool.
It's
Yeah,
one idea.
cool. Cool. Is there any other questions?
Now that's it for now.
Alrighty. Thanks, guys. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you for demonstrating all the the pro move and alpha juice for us.
No
And
problem.
again, with the round of applause. So thanks a bunch.
No
I
problem.
bet the guys are having fun.
Thanks, guys.